Stay tuned for the biggest fish, the hottest bites, this week here on In-Depth Outdoors. With James Holst.
Look at that. Wow, is that an incredible fish?
And the rest of the IDO fishing team. We're headed to the best fisheries across the upper Midwest and Canada. We'll fish longer, explore unfished bodies of water, and go further off the beaten path in search of the hottest bites in fresh water.
Look at that.
With Cal Schwiel.
What a specimen.
And Joel Nilsson.
Whoa, this is an absolute monster.
This is In-Depth Outdoors.
Good morning, everyone. James Holst here with In-Depth Outdoors, and today will be our final day out on the ice for the 2016 season. It's drizzling right now, and if you can believe it or not, we're looking at some thunderstorms possible today out there on the ice. So that will draw to a complete close any chance we have of getting out next week on frozen water. It's so bad, in fact, that it's getting pretty hard to find anybody that's willing to get out there on the ice with me. So I get to fish with my good and very brave buddy, Josh Bullivant, today. You know, the temps lately have just cooked the ice right off of most of the lakes, including some of the bigger lakes up here in the North Country.
Yeah, it's amazing how fast it went. We got rain today, it was 60 degrees yesterday. We're looking at now at highs now for 50s through next week. So
well,
this is it.
What I like about that is there's not going to be any confusion about whether there's going to be a chance to get out somewhere else. It's going to be very definitive. The season is over. So what we're going to do today, because we're not able to get out on any of the larger bodies of water where the shorelines have really receded, we're going to get back in the woods a little bit. We're going to hit a smaller body of water that's protected from the winds and see if we can't get out, catch some great panfish to end our season here at In-Depth Outdoors. Ready to do some walking?
Oh yeah.
All right. You know, the one good thing about these sloppy conditions is it's easy towing. Not a horrible walk.
Nope.
I'm seeing holes.
A couple of them around, looks like, maybe from the weekend. So I think we'll start right here. There's a little bit of a basin right here. Goes up to a point right behind us, and then a little point not too much farther down. You can't really see it in the fog here, but...
Gotcha, and a little bit deeper water in between?
Yep, a little bit deeper water in between, so this is kind of going to be the basin. Then it does come up, the shorelines really drop down, which is kind of nice on this lake, so you can get fairly close.
Okay. Well, one of the reasons we chose this lake, it sits in a bowl. I mean, the temperatures in the spring will melt ice, obviously, but you get those winds blasting across the ice. That really chews up the ice fast, and those wide open larger lakes, I mean, they got hit hard. This lake here is really pretty protected. The shorelines are in good shape. I'm gonna guess you've got, what, 20 inches ice?
Oh, at least, for sure.
If you want to punch, I'll get rods ready.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, there's the jig. Now I was gonna pick out some plastic. I definitely don't want to get this part done before Josh is done punching all the holes, so I'll kind of stall a little bit. How'd the ice look?
Looks good. Nice and easy to cut.
I bet.
I found a crack I could fish in. I didn't even need to drill it out somewhere over there.
Oh, nice. I always like that.
Get the toilet effect down on the water.
All right, I'm off and running. Thank you for being a friend.
I'll start on these ones.
Tougher bite midday when the sun's out on this lake, and then better early and late, or?
Yeah, it's better early, late when you got the sun. That last hour of sunlight, then those big ones really start. And he came shooting up to it.
Yeah, that bigger one that I rolled over, he did the same thing. Just basically just.
Did you miss one?
Yep, I'm gonna get him again. Got him.
Hey, there we go. That one looks like it's ridden the rod.
I've got a hole full of them.
Do you need the assist or?
No, I got him. If I need assist at all, it's for somebody to come over and help me catch all these fish.
I might have to go to the other side.
Look at this. Oh yeah.
There you go.
There's a nice crappie. Look at this. Just drop. Go. All right, come on in. They're just stacked. Yeah. Right here, bud.
Right there?
Yep. Just look at them all. You should be able to get one every drop. Look at that. That's a beautiful crappie. We'll let that guy go. Whoop. Off he goes. We should be able to tag team these fish. Awesome here. Yeah, it was just like I just saw this a little flicker, pulled my jig up, and like the whole school just appeared. What are you fishing? Just a jig and...
Just a jig and wax.
Here he comes, here he comes. You're gonna get just plugged. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
My turn. Oh, look at that. Yeah, if we can just keep dropping jigs like this, we should be able to keep them around. And that first one I had, that was a nice fish.
Yeah, that's a really nice fish.
Bonk, there's another one.
Another one. I'll let this one go. They can bypass each other. Ooh, that one's got some weight to it.
There's like 6, 8 more of them down there. Which side is he on? Got him?
We got him. Keep him around. There he goes.
Appreciate it. 3 fish, 3 drops. It took us a while to find these fish. I mean, we came in here thinking we were going to find fish shallow. I mean, based on the time of the year and the conditions, with all this melt, you'd think, hey, these fish should be up shallow, pushing back up into the weeds. But, you know, they're just not really living according to conditions. So what we're finding is these fish are out here in these mid-range depths. They're not out in the deepest water. They're in that 21 to 25 foot of water, and they're just stacked up. I'm completely surprised. I thought we'd find fish up there in that 6, 8 foot of water around whatever green weeds we could still find. The exact opposite.
Nearly 70 years ago, a simple idea was taking form in the heart of the ice belt. That idea was, if you combined a commitment to quality with a passion for the sport of ice fishing, you could build a better ice auger. From that idea, StrikeMaster was born. Forever committed to innovation in the quest to build a lighter, more durable auger. StrikeMaster. Powerful, durable, reliable.
The WX2060 and the MX2040 from Skeeter Boats, loaded with a long list of standard features anglers want at an unbeatable price, including a Yamaha VMAX SHO 250 horsepower outboard, Yamaha T9.9 kicker with remote controls, Lowrance HDS12 Gen 3 touch at the dash, and a Minn Kota 112 Ulterra on the bow. The WX2060 priced at $59,995. The new MX2040 priced at $58,995. More comfort, more standard features. When you move up to a WX2060 or MX2040, you get more of everything.
VMC's dominating line of panfish baits just got even better with the introduction of new baits molded from high-density tungsten, the miracle metal that offers the same weight as traditional lead at half the size. The platoon of new baits include the Tungsten Fly, fast-sinking VMC Nymph and Waxtail soft baits pre-rigged on VMC tungsten jigs, and the innovative tungsten chandelier jig that targets roaming panfish like a fish-seeking missile. The next time you hit the ice, tie on a tungsten, and you'll be fishing fast and taking names with VMC.
There we go.
Good one?
Yeah, this one feels decent.
You got a bunch of them over there?
I got 2 other ones down the hole. There's a nice one there.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, I had to play for him a little bit, but...
When they come in those big schools, there's always some aggressive fish with them, but then when it's onesies, twosies, boy, you really have to work for it.
He finally came up for it, and I just started playing the cat and mouse game, and he just crushed it.
That's when it's fun.
Yeah. Well, we aren't keeping any today, so still a nice fish. Want to let these ones go, you know, let them get a little bit bigger, or let somebody else come in here and catch them. So, see a few more down there. I'm gonna go back down after them. So, we finally found them. Just a simple presentation, a jig and Euro larvae. Can't get much easier than that. So, go back down and see if I can't get another one down here.
You still marking that school, Josh?
Yeah. There he is.
Boy, you worked for that one, buddy.
Oh, I had to.
You look like a statue over there, just waiting.
He took a while to finally get to bite, but he did. Another nice one there. Makes it all more fun that way a little bit sometimes.
It's okay to earn them once in a while.
Earn them. We're gonna let that guy go again, so.
You still kind of stacked up on them there?
I still am. There's still a couple of them down there.
Well, I don't want to spook your fish out of there, but I am sick of watching you catch fish, so I think I'm just gonna hop down in here and get a hole next to you if you don't mind.
Go right ahead.
You were filthy with them, that's for sure. Still a few there?
Still a few there.
That's usually the way it goes. By the time a guy decides to actually come over and punch that second hole, it's usually too late. But we'll find them again.
They aren't coming up as fast as they were before, but there's one way up here high. See if we can't get him to bite.
That's usually the big daddy.
Oh, he's sitting right on it. Come on. There he is.
Hey, hey.
He just like inhaled it.
A guy will never know why those crappies pick one spot out in the middle of an almost featureless area over another. Little soft patch in the bottom where they can pick up emerging bugs, or who knows.
But they like it, and when they're there, they're there.
When your hole's over the top of it, it's a good thing.
Yes, it is. Another nice one there.
Yeah, they've all been great. When we were up real shallow, we were catching those little tiny little perch, which is what I would assume these fish feed on. Once we get closer towards dark, when the fish really get going, I bet you they go up shallow and eat on those perch. There's mine.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're moving over to you now.
I don't know what we're sitting on, but I like it.
The crappie feeding grounds are here.
What I really like is when you pull one of those crappies up off the school and all of his buddies just sit there and wait. That's a solid fish there. Yeah, I'm just fishing a tungsten tubby, 1/16 ounce, and I'm fishing a mustache worm. Red. If I had to pick one color for crappie, probably be red. And he just woofed on that thing. Like you said, when they come up underneath it, they get that big vacuum mouth going and they just inhale.
That one for sure liked what it saw.
Yeah, it did. All right, back you go. And I always hate using the pliers on the actual tungsten part of the jig because it messes up the paint, but I had no choice. It was just hooked in a spot where I just couldn't get it loose. Oh well, I doubt the crappies will mind. We're off to a great start as far as finding a way to end the ice fishing season. Being able to get on these crappies like this is a lot of fun.
Fun way to end it.
Guy can basically hear the world melting.
Definitely can today. Hear the little pops or the crackling as it sinks through the ice.
You marking any?
No, well, I got one way down at the bottom, but it was fun while it lasted through there.
Your point of it's fun while it lasts is right on the mark. I mean, that's the thing with these crappies when they're running around out here on the basin. You can be king of the mountain for about 5 minutes, and if you just sit there and wait for those fish to come back, you can go all day long without catching another fish. You got to get out of that hole and go chase them back down again.
Oop, there he was.
Little perch, or was it a crappie?
I think that one was a perch. He didn't feel like the crappies.
Your rod didn't look very bent over.
No.
At Markham, we know being the leader in ice sonar performance doesn't mean we get to rest on our laurels. Introducing the new I-Series line of flashers. Every model in our new I-Series line combines a bright and vivid display with Markham's advanced sonar technology to produce flasher sonar units that offer a larger display and increased viewing angles without compromising Markham's legendary sonar performance. This winter, don't settle for anything less than an I-Series flasher from Markham, the most powerful high-performance flasher sonar units ever built. VMC's dominating line of panfish baits just got even better with the introduction of new baits molded from high-density tungsten, the miracle metal that offers the same weight as traditional lead at half the size. The platoon of new baits include the tungsten fly, fast-sinking VMC nymph and waxtail soft baits pre-rigged on VMC tungsten jigs, and the innovative tungsten chandelier jig that targets roaming panfish like a fish-seeking missile. The next time you hit the ice, tie on a tungsten, and you'll be fishing fast and taking names with VMC.
From the first time you pick up a tuned-up custom rod, you'll know you're holding something special. A rod not mass-produced, but built one at a time by the hands of gifted craftsmen. Rods like the Precision, ice fishing's most versatile multi-species rod, or the Precision Noodle with a tip so sensitive you'll never fish a spring bobber again. And the Commander, the rod that's never met a big fish it couldn't best. Tuned-up custom rods. Ice rods handcrafted for you and the way you fish.
Check this one out. I think I found some there in there. Oop, there's one. There we go. You got it like that one. I didn't even have the bail shut.
Grabbed it on the way down, huh?
Yep. I was like, something's not right here. It's not going anymore.
What's your depth right there?
This one, 24, like those ones.
The last one that I just caught here, there was no doubt. I mean, that jig was 4 or 5 feet above his head, and he was kind of doing the Pac-Man coming up. But yeah, those ones, you know, those singles or doubles, they just don't respond the same way at all. I'm messing around a lot over here with everything but a jig with bait, and I'm kind of suffering for it.
There he is.
Ooh, that's a better fish.
That one feels nice. He came shooting up out of the school. Another nice one there. I love it when these ones come up and they attack right through the schools. Fun to watch them. Let him back down. See if we can't get his friends down there again. Although, ooh, I rolled him again.
But I tell you what, if you catch one more fish on that jig, I'm taking the spoon off. I don't take kindly to getting my butt kicked.
Oh, now they're just kind of toying with it. He's right on it, though.
Oh, there's no doubt about that one. All right. I said I was going to do it. I'm going to do it.
I think it's time to switch.
It is time to switch.
Another nice one there. Throw him back down. I got the schools back again.
Well, the wind picked up a little bit, kind of knocked off some of that fog. I mean, it's still hazy as all get out, but at least I can see, you know?
Yeah, you don't have to be within 5 feet anymore. There we go. Back on that school again. Ooh, that's a nicer one. Nice fat fish there, tall. Perfect. Oh, go send more of your friends my way. There we go. All about the same again. Another nice one there. They definitely aren't as aggressive though, like they were earlier.
Not
like
even close.
Like seeing them down there, and you gotta chase them, play with them a little bit more. But as soon as they decide to go, then they go, which is nice. But yeah, the last couple out of here definitely had to play with them.
Got him. The jig worked. There we go. I'm always the kind of guy that wants to try to find a way to be real efficient fishing for these crappies. Those little tungsten jigs, they're a lot better than lead in the fact that they sink real quick, but if I can get away with a spoon, I'm gonna do it. These crappies want nothing to do with those larger baits right now, so it's back to the jig and meat, and I'm just fine with that. So that's right there in the wheelhouse as far as our average crappie. We've had some bigger for sure, but not a bad average size whatsoever. And of course, the bite right now, the action is really good. I'll see you later, buddy. All right, fire right back down and see if I can't get another. You know, even though we've been on a pretty decent bite here, the crappies, they just never sit still. That's just kind of in their nature. And here we are in the last couple hours of the day, got holes everywhere, and we're still chasing these fish around. Always seem to be moving to some place where there's no holes. Not a half bad way to end the season, eh, Josh?
No, it's not. It's a fun way to end it. Oh, there we go.
Got one charging?
There we go.
Doink!
Ooh, that one's nice. Another one there, moved up a little bit shallower. And there they were again.
It's the logical move as we start to lose the light.
Move up shallower, chase them. I'm gonna let that one go. Got a few more down there.
This winter, set a trap for your next trophy with iFish Pro. Ideal for all species, iFish Pro is an innovative fishing system that allows an angler to use their favorite rod and reel instead of trying to manage the fish hand over hand. Complete your ice fishing arsenal with iFish Pro, tactical ice gear that puts the fight back into tip-up fishing.
Look at that.
Find iFish Pro online at ifishpro.com or at your favorite sporting goods retailer.
Everything you'd expect from a premium quality fish house and so much more. Glacier combines superior craftsmanship and premium quality materials to produce a comfortable and enjoyable mobile base camp for your next outdoor adventure. Available in a variety of models, a Glacier Ice House offers more standard features, more usable space, and a better fit and finish than the competition. Visit our website at glaciericehouse.com to find a dealer near you and see why a Glacier Fish House is the ultimate way to play.
Nearly 70 years ago, a simple idea was taking form in the heart of the ice belt. That idea was, if you combined a commitment to quality with a passion for the sport of ice fishing, you could build a better ice auger. From that idea, StrikeMaster was born, forever committed to innovation in the quest to build a lighter, more durable auger. StrikeMaster, powerful, durable, reliable.
You know, now that we're down to the last few hours of our ice fishing season, I always kind of like to look back a little bit, soak up kind of that year in review kind of thing, and what did I learn? And here in 2016, I learned that when you have these really warm winters, where the ice conditions don't necessarily match up with the calendar, it can really throw anglers a kind of a monkey wrench in the works. I'll admit it, this winter, like none that I can remember in the last few years, it was very difficult for us to stay on consistent bites. We had good fishing, but it was very, very streaky. And I can think back to the last El Nino or warm winter we had like 4 years ago. Complete opposite of what we saw this year. That was the winter where a lot of the lakes in Minnesota didn't freeze up till late December, early January. And that winter, just phenomenal fishing from start to finish throughout the winter. Just never seemed like the bites really hit rock bottom. This winter has been the exact opposite. It has been an incredible challenge for us to stay on good bites because the bites would basically stop and start over the span of a couple of hours. There was no lead in and no tail. And that was consistent just about everywhere we went across the ice belt. So if you find yourself struggling this winter, trust me, you're not alone. So what will I do with that information in the future? Well, I don't know. Certainly, I need to do a better job adapting to the ice conditions because I can guarantee you the fish don't care.
Here's one. Oh, they're back.
I got them over here too. It's good to be us, brother.
Yes, it is. That one go. Nice fish there. Oh, I'll go get these other guys. There we go. I think we found the area they like. Oh, another
Not
nice
bad.
one there. Let him back down the hole. Go get another one. Right back down there. These ones I kind of waited on this time. I didn't really move.
They came to you?
They came back to me, I guess. They disappeared for a little bit, and then all of a sudden they just magically reappeared.
There is nothing wrong with them doing the work once in a while.
It makes it much easier. Here they come. There we go.
Here's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna drill a hole next to you and spook those fish out of there.
Yeah. See them
That's
down
awesome.
there?
Oh yeah, you're lit up.
It's just lit up on there. And they're all about the same size too.
Yep. Well, at the start of today's show, we were talking about probably having to dodge some rain, and that's what we got coming in here right now. We can see it off in the distance. It's definitely darker. We're starting to feel the raindrops. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a great time to put a fork into ice fishing season 2016. Josh, I've had a blast fishing with you.
Me too.
You know, hope we get to do it again. Now, for everybody at home that's followed us throughout the ice belt this winter, I really want to thank everybody for tuning in. Certainly, we wouldn't be doing this if you didn't tune in there at home. So I want to thank everyone for that. So what comes next? I'm going to put the ice gear away in record time, go pick up a boat and see if I can't get that boat rigged because I need to get on open water. This is definitely the end to one of the toughest ice fishing seasons I can ever remember. We got a late start, and at no time this season did things ever make sense to this old ice fisherman. You know, bites that would normally materialize in a very consistent way never did. Bite windows were very short. So for anybody there at home that found themselves having a little bit of a tough time this winter, you were not alone. So we all learn something every year, I know. I hope I came away from this being a lot smarter ice angler. Well, Josh, it's time to go. I can see those big storm clouds coming. So from the two of us, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week.
For more info on the latest fish reports, gear recommendations, and hottest techniques, connect with us online at indepthoutdoors.com or follow us on Facebook at In Depth Outdoors. And if you enjoyed today's show, be sure to let our sponsors know.